thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck.
Yeah!
Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here. Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote, and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who in fact did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, Dixon back here, just thinking about Donald Trump, unfortunately, and thinking about why he's been resonating with so many white folks all over America, and why there's millions and millions of Trump signs in white folks' yards all over America. And the obvious reason is white America loves white supremacy. They're all about the whiteness. And Donald Trump is their leader. Donald Trump gives the shy racist a voice. He says you don't have to speak in code anymore. You can just say you don't like Mexicans and Muslims, and that's okay. You can assault black women in the rallies, and that's okay. You can assault black people, and that's okay. He encourages violence toward people of color. Openly, not covertly, not politically correct. And white people love it. Because we've had a black president and white people just freak the fuck out. And no, I'm not saying all white people, obviously. For all the fragile white apologists that are so concerned about white stereotypes, but don't give a fuck about black or brown stereotypes, or racial injustice, or white supremacy. But oh my God, they're so concerned about white stereotypes. Hypocrites. But anyhow, he's their leader for the shy racists. It's what he does, and he's doing it well. I guess it's good that we know who racists are, you know, but he's encouraging racism by being one. So this is not good. This could really, really hurt a lot of people. This could get a lot of people killed, including white people. There's a cost to white supremacy, white America. Karma. It always comes back. Dirty deeds eventually comes back to you. And that's the problem with white America. The bully's always scared of their victims. We've been scared since we robbed and raped and murdered the first indigenous people. We've been scared since we enslaved people of color. We live in Jim Crow 2.0. That's what we live in. Mass incarceration, racial disparities off the charts institutionally in every single American institution. Nothing has changed since 2016. There's racial disparities in education. Our revisionist education teaches you. If you graduate from high school, you're white and you're not racist, you must have got an F in social studies. Jane Elliott, she said that. And it's true. If you watch TV and you're not a racist, you're doing something wrong. This is the way our society's brought up. We're indoctrinated from day one. From birth, from day one, we are taught the lies and the myths of white supremacy. And Donald Trump is their new voice and their new hero. So all the frustrated white apologists, all the white folks that's been saying, oh, let's not talk about racism. It's too divisive. Oh, the real racist today is black people. They're the real threat. They're the real racists, not white people. These are the same people at Donald Trump rallies yelling the N-word. Or ignoring the other people that are saying the N-word because they don't give a fuck. The truth is coming out. You're a racist. That's why you're there. You don't need to be coded about it. You're a racist. Just say I'm a racist. I hate people of color. I support white people. I support whiteness. I support white nationalism. I support white supremacy. I support racial injustice. I support the lynching that the police are doing to people of color. This is what Donald Trump is all about. And white people love it. I'm not shocked. It's always been there. It's just having a black president brought it out. And then having the population turning brown and blacker every single year, white people's freaking out. They're losing their privileges. They're scared of losing their privileges. And they're greedy. They've always been greedy. White people always want to be on top. We know, as white people, this country was made for us. We don't want to lose that. We want to hang on to it. So it's a sad state of affairs. But it's also very revealing of just to the extent that our white supremacist culture, how deep it runs. It's a sad, sad state of affairs. And I'm fearful what's going to happen. White people think that it's not going to affect them. No, it does affect you. There will be a cost to this. You can't oppress people for 400 years and expect for it not to blow up in your fucking face. There comes a time when you have to speak the truth, acknowledge the truth, address it, and pass it on. And do what's morally right. White supremacy is the most openly neglected evil of our time. And we're not doing a goddamn fucking thing about it. And we never have. So stop the tradition. Stop the legacy of white supremacy. I'm asking, I'm begging white America. Take some fucking racial responsibility and do something about it. That's all for now.